Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Star Finance, and today I'm sharing something really personal with you. This is the story of how I went from living paycheck to paycheck in a soul-crushing 9-to-5 job to having complete financial freedom, working from home, and generating passive income through the stock market. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another one of those get-rich-quick stories. But trust me, this isn't that. This is about patience, education, and making smarter decisions with money. So if you're feeling stuck in your career or struggling financially, stick around because this might change your perspective. And hey, if you find value in this video, hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Let me take you back 5 years ago. I was working in sales, waking up at 6 a.m. every morning, commuting an hour each way, sitting in a grey cubicle under fluorescent lights, doing work that honestly felt meaningless to me. I was making about $60K odd a year, which sounds decent, but after taxes, rent, car payments, student loans, and just basic living expenses, I had maybe a few $100s left each month, if that. I remember this one specific moment that really hit me hard. I was sitting at my desk on a Wednesday afternoon, staring at my computer screen, and I realized I had been doing the exact same tasks for 3 years straight. I felt like a hamster on a wheel, running and running, but never actually getting anywhere. And the scariest part? I looked around at my co-workers who had been there for 10, 15, even 20 years, and I thought, is this going to be my life? I was 28 years old, and I had basically nothing to show for it. No savings, no investment portfolio, no plan, just debt, and this growing sense of dread that I was wasting my life, trading my time for money that barely covered my expenses. Something had to change. The turning point came when a friend of mine, let's call him Marcus, invited me to lunch. We hadn't seen each other in about a year, and when we met up, he seemed different, more relaxed, more confident. He told me he had started investing in the stock market and that it had completely changed his financial situation. Now, I'll be honest, my first reaction was skepticism. I thought the stock market was for rich people, for finance bros in suits, for people who had tens of thousands of dollars lying around to gamble with. But Marcus explained it differently. He said, it's not about having a lot of money, it's about making your money work for you, instead of you working for your money. That sentence stuck with me. He showed me his portfolio on his phone, and I was shocked. He had started with just $1,000 2 years earlier, and through consistent investing and learning, he had grown it significantly. He wasn't a millionaire, but he was making real progress. More importantly, he had a plan and a path forward. That lunch changed everything. I went home that night and couldn't stop thinking about it. I started researching, watching YouTube videos, reading books, taking free online courses. I devoured everything I could find about investing, the stock market, compound interest, dividend investing, ETFs, and index funds. For the first 3 months, I didn't invest a single dollar. I just learned. And let me tell you, this is crucial. I see so many people jump into investing without understanding what they're doing, and they either lose money or get scared and quit. I learned about different investment strategies. I learned about risk tolerance, diversification, and the power of time in the market. I learned that you don't need to be a genius or a day trader to succeed. In fact, some of the most successful investors are the ones who simply invest consistently in solid companies or index funds and let time do the work. I also learned about dividend investing, which became my primary strategy. The idea of owning shares in companies that pay you just for holding their stock was mind-blowing to me. It's literally passive income. You buy the stock, the company makes money, and they share some of that profit with you 4 times a year. That money can then be reinvested to buy more shares, which creates this beautiful snowball effect. After 3 months of intense education, I opened my first brokerage account. I started with just $500 that I had managed to scrape together. I know some people say you need thousands to start, but that's not true. You start with what you have. My first investment was in a dividend ETF, a fund that holds dozens of dividend-paying stocks. It was low risk, diversified, and perfect for a beginner. Then I gradually started adding individual stocks as I learned more and became more confident. Here's where things get interesting. I didn't quit my job immediately. That would have been reckless. Instead, I made a plan. Every single paycheck, I would invest a fixed amount, usually between $200 and $500, depending on my expenses that month. I cut out unnecessary spending. I stopped eating out 5 times a week. I cancelled subscriptions I wasn't using. I became laser-focused on building my investment portfolio. Month by month, my portfolio grew. At first, the gains were small. I'd make maybe $5 or $10 a month in dividends, but I kept reinvesting everything. And here's the beautiful thing about compound interest. It accelerates over time. After 1 year, my portfolio was worth about $8,000, and I was making about $30 a month in dividends. After 2 years, it was $22,000 with about $80 a month in passive income. By year 3, I had crossed $50,000 and was making over $200 a month without doing anything. But the real shift happened in my mindset. I stopped seeing my job as my only source of income. I started seeing it as a tool to fund my investments. My job became temporary, not permanent. That mental shift alone reduced so much stress and anxiety. By year 4, my portfolio had grown to over $120,000, and I was generating about $500 a month in dividend income. I had also started making money from YouTube, teaching others what I had learned. Between my investments and my side income, I was making enough to cover my basic expenses. That's when I made the decision. 6 months ago, I quit my 9-to-5 job. Today, my life looks completely different. I wake up when I want to wake up. I work on projects I'm passionate about. I travel when I want. I spend time with family and friends without having to ask for permission or worry about using up vacation days. My portfolio continues to grow. I still invest regularly because this isn't about getting rich quick and stopping. This is about building long-term wealth and security. My passive income covers my living expenses, and everything else I make goes back into investments or into experiences that make my life richer. I have financial freedom. Not because I'm a millionaire, but because I've built systems that work for me, even when I'm not actively working. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's this. You don't need to be rich to start investing. You don't need to be a financial expert. You just need to start, stay consistent, educate yourself, and give it time. 5 5 years ago, I was broke and hopeless. Today, I'm free. And if I can do it, trust me, you can too. Thanks so much for watching. If you want me to make more videos about my investment strategy, my portfolio, or how I actually quit my job, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.